fist to you all, for it's Friday. It's the end of the week, y'all. Oh my god, what a week it has been. Not many videos, but worth the wait, I assure you people. I assure you. God damn. Had a delivery today. We'll be there anytime. On a Friday. I know what time you're coming. Anytime between 7 and 7. Yeah, I'll see you at 5 o'clock. Because it's the only time that I can't just be away from the PC for a few minutes. Motherfucker! But thank you so much for being here. Next week, I am taking a break from WoW and streaming all week. Monday to Friday. Woo! I'm just going to be playing different games, so I'll stream it. And you come and have a chat and chill out and see some different stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I will be here Monday, 10 a.m. at the latest, usually earlier. I will tweet when it's about to start. The tweet machine will ignite with fire and fury that I am arriving. And we can kick back and chill the fuck out together. Need a break from WoW at the moment, man, before we get into sharks and sensors and boats and black flag and sea shanties and all that kind of stuff. So we're having a big stream week next week. Should be a giggle. But that's not why you're here right now. Is it? You're not here right now for that. You're here for drama. Written by the ladies. It's Ladies' Day. I would like to point out in regards to the next web show, okay? I'm going to hit this with you now. I'm going to throw some knowledge at you. If you watched the last web show, we had an intense drama story written from the perspective of a lady that had multiple goings on between fellas. Ghosty called her out as being a bit of a doormat. She has returned in kind, my friends. She has written us a tale. Oh yes, she has written back with fury and might. And that is saved for the next web show. She's fighting back. She's fighting back. Straight in your face, Ghosty. I will say, I had no issue picking my drama stories this week. Sometimes it can be a thing. This time, not so much. Why? Because the email was down for a week. Which means I got bombarded with just immenseness from all of you guys sending me some crazy, crazy tales. Crazy, crazy tales. So we're going to kick off. We've got some newbie stories. I like the newbie stories. I do. It's my personal favourites. And this one's called The Story of a Child Playing WoW. Parents, why? Parents, why? You know why? Some responsibility, parents, because you're inflicting your premature kiddiness upon us. We're the ones who deal with it, because you as parents probably don't even play. Or if you do, you don't play with your kids. You let them on their own merry way into the world of Azeroth and leave us to deal with the shit. Ugh. We're good. Leave us to deal with the shit. So, you know what I mean? Just give us a break. Just give us a break. Give us a break. That's all I'm saying. Give us a break. Right, the story of a child playing World of Warcraft. Oh, here we go. Just to note, I use some names, but I don't know if they play, so we'll change them. No worries. I'm new at storytelling, to apologise if I'm not good at explaining certain events. Don't worry, that's my job. That's what we do. That's what I'm all about. You ready? Holla, preacher. I'm 16-year-old boy. You know what that means? There's pubes on deck. That's right. There's pubes on deck. Girls no longer have cuties. They got titties. And that's it. You're all fucked up for the rest of your life, pretty much. As soon as them hormones kick in, us guys all fucked up for the remainder of our days. All kinds of screwed up. I'm an avid WoW gamer. I frequently watch your videos, mostly drama. Can never forget the Jelly Bean 2 story. Never forget. Never forget the Jelly Bean 2. As when I'm finished with school, I make my way home and straight to my PC, just in time for the stream. I played WoW since the start of the Burning Crusade. So if my memory serves me well, I was 9 or 10 years old. 9 or 10 years old. And I heard about it from my stepfather, who had an awesome looking orc warlock. Now, I don't want to call your stepfather a noob. I don't want to say that. So I won't. I played an orc warlock once. Never again. Never again. And when I learned more about the game, I begged for my own account. My parents agreed. And I made my first character. I felt spoiled for choice long ago, but I remember playing a Blood Elf Paladin because my stepfather wanted to try the Blood Elves as well. What we can see happening here is that stepfather bonding experience with the boy. We'll play some games together. Proposes it to the mother. Sounds good. Let's be friends, right? We'll be WoW friends. Let's make blood elves together. Like a good family, we'll make blood elves together as a team. Chapter 2 then. Team Blood Elf. Team Blood Elf, led by Ghosty. Rock on. Rock on. I created my Blood Elf Paladin. A white, spiky-haired elf. Named Dr. Thundercock. Which was sadly deleted. Well, I'll explain later why. I thought the starting area seemed too... I'll change the word. Happy. We'll go with happy. We'll go with happy. This starter area seems very happy. For what my stepfather called the ruthless, merciless horde. The ruthless, merciless horde. His stepfather comes to, we shall play horde, son. We shall fight iron with orcs and taurens at our side. Here's the Blood Elf starting area. Yeah. What's the horde all about? Spikes, horns, big swords, covered in dripping in blood. Here's the Blood Elf starting area. It's very autumnal. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it great? Yes, this is horde. Yes, this is horde. This is the horde. This is a different side of the horde, okay? It's the fabulous side. Absolutely fabulous. And yeah, welcome, son, to the horde. I now imagine the Blood Elf starting area to be horde Candyland of peace and long years and friendliness. Nonetheless, my stepfather entered and he was a mage, a Blood Elf mage. At first I was shocked by how we could do such crazy things that I'd never seen in a game before. Such as making a party. Yeah? Whoa. Boom. Are you telling me and you are our own little team? That's amazing. I had never seen this in a game before. We could also talk in party chat, our own chat box. Pretty fantastic. Or even use /1 to talk to other players. Yeah? Boom. Yeah? Wow. Whoa. 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 I took this in quickly and understood everything. I started off as a clicker, but my stepfather told me that it's faster and more efficient if I was to use the numbers on my keyboard. So I did. Stepfather, A number 1. No, son. Son. Touch that fucking mouse again. Touch that mouse again. I swear to God. I swear. You click something again, son, and this fucking party's over, baby. It's all good. So I did. A while passed as my stepfather kept face-palming at many deaths that were caused by wanting to tame a pet as a paladin. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm taming a pet, Dad. You're a paladin, son. I'm still going to do it. What is the appropriate age you can play games with a kid? After a while, I started getting the hang of things. Level 10, level 20, level 30, and onwards. Started to get both easier to understand, but harder to master. The Ret Paladin at level 30. We've all been there, right? How does one master the Ret Paladin at level 30? Judgment, Crusader Strike. Whoo! Nonetheless, I braved on. And managed to make it to level 69. Before I was told that my stepfather was cancelling both mine and his accounts. I love how direct that line is. What level are you? 69. It's awesome. Now, what's going to happen here is a life lesson, son. Enjoying the game, are you? Gone away. Gone away. It's over. It's over, son. Game over. This will teach you to stop falling in love. Right? This will teach you. Chapter 3, though. Arthas calls. 1-800-ARTHAS. A long and bruising time passed as I felt heartbroken. I loved WoW. It felt like my escape. Then 1 week after Wrath of the Lich King came out, my stepfather came home with the Wrath of the Lich King box. He said that he would no longer play with me, but I would be able to play as a Death Knight and use the powers of Frost, Unholy, and Blood. Your dad cancelled your accounts because he didn't want to play with you anymore? Is that what happened? Is that the way it went down? I can't take it anymore. I'm honest. No, I know. He's my stepson. I love him. I love him with all my heart. But I cannot take this shit anymore. I really can. I'm just gonna have to say no. I'm just gonna have to say no. I grabbed the box and ran as fast as my little feet could carry me to my PC and started installing the Wrath of the Lich King. The game opened up and I saw the new sleek login screen, complete with what I called at the time glowy skeleton lizards. Everybody remembers the glowy skeleton lizards of Wrath of the Lich King. I know it drove me crazy. Oh shit! Glowy skeleton lizards, I'm sold. In the background was Ice Crown. I entered and what I saw was there. My level 69. Still looking as badass as he was back in the Burning Crusade. I saw that I could now in fact create a Death Knight. But I rejected the idea. I said no! I was sure it was a hero class. But it was level 55. I'm not playing that again. I'm 69, dude. I'm not going to play a level 55 like an idiot, right? What do I look like, a noob? Nope. I'm not going to play level 55 noob class. I pressed on as a Retribution Paladin and blazed through the leveling zones in Wrath of the Lich King. Time passed again, and I was rocking a level 80. And I was proud. I was proud. I joined a guild a day after I dinged 80 by spamming trade chat. Looking for guild, level 80 Ret Paladin. And you ask me, you guys email me all the time, how do you join a guild? It's fucking easy. It's really easy. It's really easy. It's really easy. All you do is you go to trade chat. Trust me. Hey, have I ever staged you the wrong way? I created many world first DPSs, healers, tanks, okay, out of this community. That was me. So listen to me when I tell you that if you're looking for a guild, all you do is go to trade chat and you say looking for guild and just put your class in there. Crisp. Done. Easy. Surprisingly, a guild accepted my offer. You're what we need. You're what we need. I do not remember the name of the guild. I was showered with welcomes and greetings and the like. It felt like it was my birthday. Or a homecoming. This is a family. I know it's my first guild and I found it through trade chat, but what a welcome. What a welcome. This is where I'm going to make my home. After a while, I started talking to the guild master. Shadow. Shadow will be the GM. Shadow. The guild master Shadow. He told me about doing 5-man dungeons. Level 80, by the way. Level 80. Have you ever heard of 5-man dungeons? What do you mean? What? 5-man dungeons? Oh, yeah. It's pretty tricky, but I think I can get you in. I think we can do this. He gave me a link to download TeamSpeak. I had headphones and a mic, but I declined the offer as I confessed to Shadow. I was a bit too young, and my voice would be noticed from a mile away. Shadow replied, saying, "Don't worry. Don't worry. I let my son play WoW as well. He's about 11, and he's just fine talking with us all. We're all like a family. We don't try to get into needless drama." How many alarm bells are ringing right now? My son plays, he's nearly 11, and we don't have needless drama around here. No. With our guild's a family, alright? We accept anyone and everybody out of trade chat, and we don't have any drama. We don't have any drama. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, people. If this was you, run for your fucking life. If this ever happens to any of you, run for your life. These are all dangerous signs, alright? These are all dangerous signs. Just get the fuck out of there. Call it a day. No, out. Hey, our guild is drama-free. And a family. Alright, there is no family that's drama-free. So, go on, shut the fuck up. Are you ready for the really scary part? I don't know. This is the worst. You think it can't get worse? It gets worse. I accepted their offer to join TeamSpeak. I logged in and was welcomed by all people, all voices from about 9 to 11 plus. Now, that sounds like my eternal nightmare. I don't know about you guys, but if I log into a TeamSpeak and they're all 9 to 11 years old, I'm just going to leave immediately. That sounds like fucking hell on earth. That sounds like the worst day ever. Oh my god. I ran with this family through Dungeons and Heroics. I felt like I was being carried, but it still felt good about myself being able to communicate with people who acted comforting and did not rage at my mistakes. We're all a team here, kids. Alright? We're all a team. We've got a group of kids doing Wrath of the Lich King 5-mans. Where could it all go wrong, I wonder? We thought about starting a raid. Hey, we could do Gundrak, right? So we should go into a raid. We would start with normal Naxxramas. And this is where it all started to crumble apart. No, that normal Naxxramas though. Hey, whoever survived, right? You're the lucky ones. There aren't many people who stepped in front of Naxxramas 10-man and came out with a guild still intact, let me tell you. Woo! You thought Blackrock Foundry killed some guilds. Shit. Nax 10, murderous. I respect to be a pally tank. Thank God. Because it can't go for real. Oh, my chest is so bad at the moment. I can't think of anything better than you switching over to being a paladin tank of the raid. That sounds... I wish we had 11-year-old tanks who'd never tanked before in our first raid. I think that would be brilliant. I think that's the foundation for a good night. That's the found. Have you ever tanked before? No. That'll do. Come on in. We're a family. No drama. I respect to be a pally tank because Shadow said that they were tanks. I thought I was godlike. I have respect to tank. I am now immortal. So I started charging into trash endlessly. Tanks can't die. Did you know that? All the healers. This is how you'd explain it to a kid, right? Tanks have all the healers focused on them. It's pretty amazing. It really is. It's pretty amazing. If you switch to tank, you can just do like whatever and you won't die. We started out. You started on the most difficult part of Naxxramas 10. We started out, people, on the Arachnid Quarter. Get a sweat, I'm just thinking about it. The nightmares of the Arachnid Quarter and Nax 10 normal. Wrath of the Lich King. Woo! I breezed through it with only 4 to 6 wipes. That Maxina, though. She's a toughie, isn't she? Oh, man. Woo! That Maxina. Or Maexna, whatever they call it in Hearthstone. Oh, man. Fucking shit. You know what I mean? You get webbed. It's a nightmare. Nightmare going on. Everyone then started a discussion on the next quarter. What do we do next, team? Maexna's dead. Where do we go? Guild meeting. Where are we going? I suddenly popped up and said, why not the Plague Quarter? Everyone agreed with my idea. I'll solve this. Plague Quarter. Oh, shit. Which boss? Come on, memory time. We're time walking, people. 6.2. We're walking through time. Back to Naxxramas. The Plague Quarter. Which boss would you not want to be stuck in? Not that you'd ever want to be stuck in a raid with a lot of 11-year-olds. Just saying. But if you were in the Plague Quarter, where do you want to be? Or where don't you want to be? Everyone agreed with my idea. And we began adventuring into the Plague Quarter. At first, it was either that fate was shining on us or we were lucky as balls. But we managed to down Noth after only one wipe. But in this chat, lots of people who don't know what's in the play quarter, by the way. Loads of people who don't know what the play quarter is. I love it. Well played, team. Wait.
Power of voodoo. You do what? Remind me of the babe. I saw my babe.
Okay, here we go. Okay. Off we go. North down, one white. But then Hygen the Unclean. Hygen the Unclean hit us. I didn't understand what people were saying when they said safety dance. We had to pull off, which resulted in major wipes and angry guildies. Wipe after wipe, I was being yelled at for not doing something called the safety dance. To which I replied eventually, "This is Warcraft, not ballet! Jesus, you guys sound as bad as my sister." If your tank ever says that to you, if your tank says that to you, it's time to abandon ship again. These are all warnings, people. You should be listening. Okay? Oh boy, the backlash I got. The women of the guild. Oh shit. The women. The women of the guild acting like strict mothers with... This is what the women are described as by our 11-year-old son. The women of the guild sparked up with their blah, 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 say sorry attitude. Yeah? Typical woman with their blah, 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 say sorry attitude. While some of the men were just genuinely pissed off with me, like men. I just replied with, "Maybe you should think next time you ask a preteen to tank," followed by a swift log off. Owned. Yeah? Owned. School bus. Population U. Get the fuck out. I came back 2 days later to realise I was no longer in a guild. I was shocked. Shocked. But I thought to myself, as a tank, they'll need me again soon. Brackets. They didn't. Ha! I'm their tank. They can't possibly raid without me. What other tank could possibly carry them through Arachnid Quarter Nax 10? My ace in the hole. My ace in the hole. No way they're doing Nax 10 Arachnid Quarter without me. I spent most of Wrath just leveling alts. I wanted to feel prepared when the new expansion hit. The expansion hit, but I just lost my touch for WoW. I logged off 2 months after Kata hit and I didn't log back in for quite some time. I was worried about being hacked, so I deleted all my account for safety. To prevent yourself being hacked, you deleted everything for safety. Nice. Again, you win. It's a swift victory. It's a victory one can't expect, but it's the victory one deserves. It's the victory. I do like to point out that he did realise this was the dumbest idea I'd ever made. Hey, but at least your hack is safe. Oh, dude. Fast forward to the trailers of WoD. I was amazed. Most of my time spent playing games like GTA 4 and being an utter scumbag casual on online games. The trailer came out and the idea of a boost to level 90 amazed me. It's you, isn't it? You're the guy. You're the guy. I got WoD on the spot, but I didn't play much until WoD came out. Now he's 6.1, I'm rocking an item level. What's his item level? On his level 90 boost. What's the let's play. Guess the item level. We've got a level 90 boosted ex-paladin tank, Nax experience. What item level is he rocking? And he said, we're now in 6.1 and I am rocking an item level. And the survey says, Boom! We are not worthy. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. Carry. 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 Don't get ashamed of me. My head's glued to revision right now. It's my final year of school with solid C's and B's. With a few alts sprinkled here and there. Still playing well on that more casual now, but I feel like coming back to check my garrison. But my head's not stuck in homework. There's no time between garrison and revision. You know what I mean? There's no time between garrison and revision. That's my story. Thank you, sir. That was good fun. Good fun. Right then. I need 2. No, I need 1, actually. I just need a GM. I need a GM. Because the other name is our author, who has a delicious RL name. Very sexy. Well played. Entitled, I Had No Business Running a Guild. So we need a lovely lady's name, if you would. Lovely lady's name. Who's going to be a lady? A lady. Oh, no, it's not a lady. I need a male, actually. I'm wrong. Spooge Biscuit. The Spooge. Spooge, you're in. Spooge Biscuit. I'm just going to go with Spooge. It sounds filthier. I had no business running a guild. Our story starts off with me in California during the summer of 2008. I was 18, living with friends and working at the time, but I was also dealing with anxiety and depression of my high school sweetheart and fiancé who had just been deployed to Afghanistan. It's worrisome when your loved one is in a war zone, but he really wanted to double down and enlisted in the army as an infantryman. He came back home safe. They got married and still happily together. Boom. Well played. But I didn't know if everything would be okay. So I worked as much as my job would allow. And when I got home, I'd log into WoW and play well into the wee hours of morning until I could go to bed completely blank slate, not giving myself time to think or more importantly, worry about my beloved's uncertain safety. Now. I may have logged in a lot of game hours. A lot. But I by no means was a very serious player. You sound like a trade chat spammer who is seemingly online all day, every day, but still not getting anywhere. Still not progressing in any serious manner. At the time I made my character, I didn't have the swag cash money to upgrade my account to the Burning Crusade. So instead of making a fine-ass blelf, I went with the obvious next best choice of rolling as a troll, with my sights set on eventual race change to Blood Elf when I could. Yeah. Wah. I was running around Durator as a level 10 hunter. Troll hunter? Nice, I like troll hunters. As a level 10 hunter when somebody whispered me, "Hey, would you please sign my guild charter? I'm trying to make a guild and only need some signatures." I was extremely new to the game and extremely casual. Extremely casual. So casual. So casual. So I thought to myself, sure, why not? I'll help this poor guy out. I'm a nice person. So I signed it. I had no idea that actually signed me up for the guild, let alone made me a founding member. I thought it was the equivalent of when someone asks you to sign a petition in the street. You sign it, think you did something nice, and go on with your day. Boy, was I surprised when all of a sudden green text started popping up in trade chat. But I was like, this is such a girl thing to say, by the way. But I was like, whatevs, right? Aren't we all that way sometimes when we're extremely casual and sometimes we just go, whatevs? Smiley face. Whatevs. Whatevs. The people who had also signed the charter were nice enough, and all low levels as well. Spooge, the guild master, said it was a leveling guild or something. Oh, Spooge. Are you robbing everybody's money? Spooge. Just taking that little bit of gold. Whatevs. Spooge said it was a leveling guild or something. We all sort of got along when I ran around doing my own thing. We had a lot of fun. They introduced me to dungeons and none of them seemed to care that I was a girl. So that was cool with me. I always helped out the other members when I could and recruited a few new members when I buddied up with strangers who were on the same quest as me. That guild requirement though. Are you on the same quest as me? You're in. I'm fucking serious. Let me ask you a question. What quest are you on? It's the same quest as me. You're in the guild. You've made it. You've made it. Application access. Let's go. So when it came to designating officers, for whatever reason, the Spooge picked me as co-guild master. Nobody cared, as I was rather well liked to this day. This decision baffles me. I can only assume he wanted the V. You're promoting me? I'm not fucking you. Seriously. Hey. I'm serious. I'm not fucking you. I don't even want to be in this co-GM business. I don't. But whatever. Although I had all those good things going for me, I was by every definition of the word a total noob. We all seemed to level at the same rate together until I hit about level 30. And started to struggle to keep up. You know, it's all fun and games until those levels get tough at 30. Hey, well, it's TBC time, so no. I have no idea why, but I did. Slowly, I watched everyone gain more and more ground, and our levels became more and more distant. It got to the point that I couldn't even enter certain dungeons with them. But still, the Spooge kept me as the co-GM. I mean, I would put things in the G bank when I could. Guildmaster material right there. Trade mats, crafting mats, and even greens I couldn't use. But when I was like 10 levels below everybody, so my shit was useless. I'm glad I never had to do any real GM duties, because when I did, I was fucking terrible. Here's all some level 20 greens, guys. Crack on, just helping out. Little bit of linen cloth, yeah? Need some linen cloth? Got you covered. Co-GM, carry, co-GM. The most embarrassing of my mistakes was when I was at level 45. We all remember level 45. Hinterlands? Hinterlands hype? Owl beasts. Ah, them fucking owl beasts though. Jinthalo! Trinket. Mark of Warsong. OP. OP Trinket. Jinthalo, level 45. Bring it on. When I was level 45. A level when I should have known better. But I did not. The Spooge told me that the guild bank needed more gold. And asked if I could take all of the items for a certain tab and sell them for him. I was more than happy to help as co-GM. And help I did. I grabbed all the items a full tab's worth, ran over to the nearest vendor in Ogrimmar and sold them all. Oops. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that your guild master maybe didn't want you to vendor everything out of the guild bank. Spooge was confused for a moment when mere minutes after he had asked me to do this task, I replied, job done. Yeah! Hype! That's why I'm co-GM, motherfucker. Slap it! Job done! He replied with, what? What? I sold them all. Didn't get a lot for them, though, I replied. Honestly, hey, I sold them all, but they were pretty shit, honestly. I didn't get barely anything. The amount of time that went by before his next reply obviously shows that he literally couldn't even. Literally couldn't even. He couldn't even consider how stupid I was until he'd exhausted a number of possible explanations. Did you, vendor them? He asked. Yeah, I sold them like you asked. Anyone else, I'm sure, would have been demoted, which would have been a crushing blow for a guild like this. It's not easy to become co-GM. It's not easy to become the co-GM. But me? Nope. He just asked me to buy back what I could and then put that on the auction house. And I continued to be the co-GM until level 53. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I moved in with family for a few months before my sweetie pie was due to come home from his tour of duty. I eventually found out that I was better suited to be a paladin tank. Blelf, of course. But even with my husband on his computer next to mine, gaming together, I still never capped a character. My pally, I got to 83 in kata, but eventually lost the drive to go on. What? Fucking... What? In kata? 83? That's the best zone in the game. I can't even think of the fucking name. South of Tanaris. What are you doing? You quit when you get there. Nobody rides the lady. No one. Nobody rides the lady. You can't give up on kata at that level. Fuck's sake. Is it because you couldn't ride the lady? I found Star Wars The Old Republic more to my liking. My excuse for quitting: WoW was too MMO and not enough RPG for me. You missed out on Harrison, exactly. It's not enough RPG. There's a German goblin in there. There's a Germans. You kill Gnomegeddon. Gnomegeddon. Giant death ball. Kill 1,000 gnomes. What? Needless to say, I had no business running a guild. What a time to quit. Good God. This final story is just titled A Whole Lot of Shit. So we need a femme. Need a lady. Lady. See Germans. See Germans are coming. The Nazi goblins, you know the ones. Right, Boomster. You shall be our human DK. The Boomster. I should pick Boomster. Let me change your name to... No, I'll leave it as Boomster. I was going to say Boomster underscore death one. A lady name. The Dark Polearm. It's a good name, but I'm not going to do it. Evie, we picked you loads of time. Lusty Tits. Lusty Tits it is. Lusty Tits. Our female gnome GM. Lusty Tits. Are we ready? It's a relatively short one to finish us off in nice time. Here we go. Hey Preacher, I've been a long fan of drama. I finally decided to share my story. I hope you continue to make videos. I will. The beginning. In the beginning. Started playing WoW way all the way back in vanilla. When I was just a little kid. Buying the game for my 8th birthday money. 8. Shit me. 8. 8 years old. And being a little kid, I never really got into the game. I casually played through the game, never reaching level cap until Wrath of the Lich King, but my story starts in the Cataclysm. When the expansion released, I stayed home from school and leveled, with the mindset that this was going to be the expansion that I became a real raider. I reached level cap a week after release. Made my way into heroic dungeons. At the time, I had never experienced anything so challenging in video games. Oh yeah. Stonecore. The week of release. Stonecore, baby. But I put my all into it. Eventually, after a little more than a month, I became full 346 geared. A month? Am I wrong? 346 is just the heroic item level. A month? Dude, what? I scrambled to find a pug. gotta find the pug. I scrambled to find a pug, but no one would take me. No one would take me because I had no experience in any raids. You're not experienced enough for our pug. And I eventually got discouraged and just played other characters for a little bit. One day after playing one of my low levels, I logged onto my DK to buy him some bags. And as fate would have it, I saw a message in trade. Looking for more Black Wing Descent normal. No experience required. Just be geared. What the fuck does that mean? No experience required. Make sure you're full geared. Alright? Make sure you're full geared, baby. Make sure your gear score's high enough. My heart started racing. I typed slowly. I messaged this person all big and proud, simply stating, item level 346 DK tank. Inv. To my disbelief, the invite came. I was in true awe. But I quickly recovered and made my way there. I loaded into the raid and received a message telling me to join Ventrilo. So I did, and was quickly welcomed by 9 other voices. We talked for a bit and then began to pull the trash. I was a dual-wielding tank. Cataclysm. Miss, parry, parry, miss, parry, parry, miss. Tanking, miss. Such good times. Love it. I could not hold aggro particularly well. The guy who had invited me, the DK, Boomster, kindly told me that two-handed weapons were kind of better for tanking. So I switched to my 2H, and things got better from there. At level 300, you know it. We downed Magmar after 2 hours! 2 hours of Magmar! 2 hours of Magmar! Them chains though, what do? We have to go up and press the button. How does one do this? How do I Magmar? What is this? What are these parasites? What are these? Are they friendly? Friend or foe parasites? Explain yourselves. 2 hours in, Magmar fell. But I didn't care. I was so proud of myself. I was on the path to becoming a real raider. They called the raid after that. Magmar down. Alright? Let's call it for tonight, boys. Don't want to blow our minds on Omnitron. Okay? Let's call the raid. Magmar down. Good job. Good hustle. Good hustle, everybody. Good job. Good job. I was not sure what I should do now after they called the raid. So I mustered up the courage to ask if I could have a guild invite. I was instantaneously invited. Boom. I could barely contain myself. It was a joygasm. I was now a part of an actual raiding guild. I like this dual-wielding tank. I think we should invite him permanently. The guild master, Boomster, who had not been... Oh, sorry. The guild master who had not been in the raid. Lusty Tits, the mage. Lusty Tits messaged me and started to ask me a few simple questions. Here comes the quiz. How old are you? What is your experience? Blah, blah, blah. After some time messaging back and forth with no, none, she stopped responding. Until she finally messaged me the raid times and a warning about being on time, and then logged off. You know she didn't want to invite him. This guy has no experience. I just asked him, no. This kid's like, he's just a little kid. He's a little kid with no experience. You sure you want to invite this tank? Yeah, he was great on Magmar. It was pretty awesome. I was totally confused. Was I about to become a part of Team 1? I didn't care. I was too excited to be bothered with the details. So I logged off. That night, happy as ever. Magmar down, Team 1 material. Real raiding. After a few days of anticipation, it was finally raid time. I was logged on, ready to go, even waiting in Ventrilo when people started to join the channel. I greeted them in the calmest voice I could, trying to hide the fact that I was literally shitting my pants with excitement. Once everyone was on, we grouped up and got into the raid. And began. I was in awe of how awesome it was. Talking to all my fellow raiders. Seeing the inside of the raid for myself and not from a YouTube video. We downed Magmar after only 4 attempts. Come on. Progress! 4 attempts and down. 2 hours. 4 attempts. That's the fucking progress. I had noticed how I had won the roll on the axe and not received it. But instead of saying something, I just kept my cool and kept it to myself. We went on raiding for months, never actually leaving Blackwing Descent and never killing Nefarian. Months! We were in there for months! Nefarian never fell. I was under the impression that we were a very progressed group. And didn't even think about clearing the other raids because we were so focused on Blackwing Descent. Why bother with the other stuff, right? Why bother? Blackwing Descent is where it's at. There's not even any need to go up to the other place. The Twilight place, waste of time. Waste of time. Don't go there. It's all about the Blackwing Descent. We're focused. We're focused as a team. As a team. Over these few months, I'd noticed that I was never really getting any gear. Don't tell me you're still 346. That would be fucking awesome. And that my fellow guildies were starting to treat me like a piece of shit. I eventually switched to deeps and would ask Boomster for help on my rotation. To which I later learned Boomster was giving me false information so I could out DPS him. Boomster. Boomster number one. What you want to do is, you just want to spam Blood Strike, yeah? That's it. What about diseases? No. Diseases are a PvP thing, right? Blood Strike. Spec Unholy, Blood Strike. Save your other runes for Death Strikes. Because you don't know when you're going to take damage. Alright? Are you listening? You listening? Blood Strike. That's what you need to do. Blood Strike. Firelands. When Firelands released, I had progressed to item level 350. Months. Well, item level I 350 and counting. 350 and counting. I was told by Lusty Tits that I couldn't come to the new raid because I didn't have enough gear. Which caused me a great deal of sadness. Aww. You haven't got enough gear to come to this raid. Sorry. 2 weeks of trying to recruit new members. Oh! The revenge. The revenge, though. The sweet revenge. After 2 weeks of trying to recruit new members, though, they needed me back because they couldn't find anyone who would stay in the guild. All I could think about was how awesome they were for letting me back in. Or how stupid those other people were for leaving this awesome raiding guild. Aww. We did Firelands for a long time. And eventually I started to receive gear because everyone else already had it. But I was only excited at the fact that I had purple quality gear. Aww. 2 weeks before the Dragon Soul was set to release, we were still working away at Firelands. I had been hearing in Guild and Vent that there was some drama going on amongst the officers. And Lusty Tits. They weren't happy. We were in the Firelands. Major Domo had just fell. And my shoulder token had dropped. I was still wearing 346 blues. Oh, God. I made my roll like a champ. Rolling an 89. While Lusty Tits rolled against me. Only rolling a 35. I was overjoyed. I was finally going to replace my blue shoulders. I waited for them to be looted into my bag so I could stare at that beautiful token, but it never came. I saw in chat that the token was looted to Lusty Tits. I was outraged. I whispered her asking what the fuck is going on. I need those shoulders to replace my blues and get my 2 set. There was silence for a long time until finally I got a response. I need it for my 5 set. I've thought about it. And I need it for my 5 set. So, come at me. I don't care about your 2 set. I need the full 5 set. Transmog. The shoulders are the coolest part. You're not understanding. I know. I know you need them to replace your blues. But the shoulders are the important part of the transmog. It looks ridiculous without the shoulders. It looks ridiculous without the I need the shoulders. I'm sorry. I'm taking them. I'm the GM. I'm taking them. I need it. I need it. I wasn't angry. I wasn't upset. I was in a full body rage. I screamed in Vent about how that was total bullshit. And I deserved the shoulders. While she didn't even need them. I was kicked from Vent and the raid, being told that I should cool the fuck off. You're in the wrong, son. I logged out, didn't log back in until a week later. When I came back, I was told that I needed to apologise to Lusty Tits, or I would be removed from the guild. And I did. Because of the 15-year-old little bitch that I was. You apologise. We raided that week and everything went normal. And I went to bed excited Monday night because the next day I was going to be raiding the Dragon Soul. I wake up, went to school, eager to get home and get on my computer. But I sat through the day patiently waiting. The school bell rang. I ran out of class to the car and told my mum to book it home because I got shit to do. I rushed to my room, turned my PC on and got on, only to be greeted by an empty guild except for me and Lusty Tits. And one other raider. He informed me that all the other officers had left and taken the rest of the guild with them, except me. I messaged Lusty Tits asking, what's going to happen now, Lusty Tits? Only to be told that she wasn't going to do anything. Just cancel her account and forget about the game. After arguing with her about how she should start a new guild and I would help her, she kicked me from the guild and logged off. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. Your story is so sad, but so juicy and delicious. You should make a new guild, should I? Slash kick. There you go. New guild made. Bye. See you later. After I was kicked, I took a short break, only to come back and transfer off the server and looking for better things. I met a new group of people who showed me how to play the game and quickly progressed and made it back into raiding. But this time, the right way. I cleared full heroic Dragon Soul on my DK and even cleared normal and some heroic on my alt druid in another guild. I blossomed as a player and made huge steps in terms of play. After raid one night on my druid who was still on the same server, I noticed that Lusty Tits logged in. I messaged her telling her about how I cleared heroic Dragon Soul and would be willing to come back and help her build a raid group for Mr. Pandaria if she was interested. Flexing my progression guns. I received a long line of messages informing me about how I was total dog shit and garbage and she would never play with scum like me again. Eventually she went on about how I was the reason the whole guild fell apart. Oh really? Heroic Dragon Soul? Well, you're a piece of shit to start with, and it's your fault. And we took the piss out of you for months and didn't give you any gear. And you are just literally the worst person in the world. How goes your flexing now? Lusty Tits, never forget. I went on into MOP, clearing all the normal, eventually heroic and Siege of Orgrimmar. I'd taken a break in WOD to focus on school and work, and hopefully make it back at the end of the scene. Thanks for reading, I hope you enjoy. We did. We certainly did. I will be with you, gentlemen and ladies, on Monday morning, about 10 AM, kicking back, relaxing, taking a break from WoW, as we all need to do every now and again, taking a little breaky break. We're going to play some various games. On the list, we've got all the Fear trilogy purchased. We also have the Game of Thrones game, some Walking Dead, some GTA 5 together, some multiplayer, all that kind of stuff. About 8 or 9 hours every day next week, working day. Have a great weekend, guys, if I don't see you. And if I see you Monday, awesome. I'll see you then. But if not, do something cool. Bye-bye. It is indeed the bank holiday, so I shall be around. Bye, guys. Be good.